Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another top 5 video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing my top 5 favorite pieces that I wore in March of 2023. But before I get into those pieces, before I start talking about what I was rocking in the first month of autumn, I've got to talk about something else. Something that I'm actually very happy to highlight on this Sunday evening. What I'm going to discuss is your guys' fantastic work with the channel. So over the past couple uploads, I asked if we could hit the subscriber milestone of 3625. You guys came in, no problem whatsoever, and smashed that milestone. And now we've actually surpassed it as well. We successfully reached 3,625 subs, and I wanted to come out in this video and thank the public and private subscribers for supporting the channel and helping the channel reach that milestone and surpassing it. It's been fantastic. Thank you guys so much. I was like, we're close. Are we gonna hit it before the end of the month? You guys said no problem. Because you're just wonderful people. So thank you for 3625. I'm gonna set a new subscriber milestone of 3630, but you know, we got less than 12 hours before the end of April. I don't think we're gonna hit it before then. So yeah, look, I'm very happy for 3625. I'll set the next milestone as 3630, but it's probably gonna be for my birthday month, actually, for May. So we're probably gonna set 3630 for the end of May, but thank you guys for 3625. Now I've got to update a little subscriber milestone badge. You know, I mean, as I always say, YouTube doesn't really care until you hit 100,000. Fair enough, but I care. So I want to showcase it to you guys. So we have 3,600 showcased over here. Let's get rid of that, because thanks to your guys' continuous support, we've now reached 3625. Please ignore my horrible handwriting with Sharpies. I cannot write with them. So we'll put that one up here. I do want a better location to put it, but hey, the mirror on the back of my door, that'll work. That'll work as a temporary fix. If you guys have any better ideas on how to, you know, make a more significant milestone badge, I'd love to know. Or maybe like a counter hanging down there somewhere. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yes, thank you for 3625, guys. And hopefully with your continuous support, we can reach 3625, and thank you. Hopefully we can reach 3630 before the end of May. So March, the first month of autumn. Yeah, this one is, I swear we never really get a proper autumn, at least in the state that I live in Australia, because it's such a bipolar season. Like, one day it'll be 23 degrees Celsius, the next day it'll be 13 degrees Celsius. And there were so many weeks in March, but also April as well, where we'd have like 3 days where it's 23 degrees, so all I'm wearing is a shirt. And then for the Thursday, Friday, it'd be 13 degrees, so I'm wearing a shirt, a jacket, keep it nice and warm. It's impossible to plan out an outfit series for the week, because the weather just changes on a dime, man. Like, it can change as soon as you wake up in the morning. So you just got to prepare. You just got to wake up in the morning and see what it's going to be today and dress according to that. So yeah, in this video for March, I kind of wanted to highlight the outwear that I was rocking in that month, because I felt like with December, January, March, because December, January, and February, those months I was definitely highlighting some of my lighter layers that I was wearing because it was summer. But now that we're getting into the cooler seasons, I definitely wanted to start showcasing some outwear. So I'll start talking about some, you know, some jackets and hoodies and sweatshirts and other pieces that I wore during March that I really enjoyed, and the scenarios on when and where I wore them, and kind of showcase to you as well how I wore them, of course, as well. But yeah, these 5 pieces, they're not in any particular order. So piece number 5 wasn't more worn or more loved than piece number 1. It's just piece number 5. So yeah, well, let's just get straight into it, guys. Let's start talking about my, I shouldn't say my 5th favorite piece, but piece number 5 in my top 5 favorite pieces for March of 2023. Now, to discuss piece number 5, I'm going to highlight one of my favorite Capital pieces that I love wearing. What I have at piece number 5 is Capital Country bandana patchwork zip-up hoodie. A long title, but that's because there's a lot going on. So this piece recently got re-released on Capital's website. Unfortunately, only in 2 out of the 3 colors it originally released in. I would love to buy all 3 colors of it because it's just such a fantastic piece. It features a cotton patchwork bandana design on the front of it, and then on the back of it, this really nice like quilted design for the whole back layer there. So it's 2 different fabrics on the front and back panels there. On the front, it features a very nice front pockets there, as well as pockets where the 2 fabrics meet along the side there. So in total, 4 pockets. Now, when I initially bought this hoodie, I was kind of worried because Capital hoodies are a bit small, and especially the hoods are quite small, but this one is actually quite sizable as well. It has a lot of room for my big noggin, which I think I'm like a size 8 in fitted caps, or maybe like just below a size 8, whatever size that is. So I've got a big head that needs to be covered. But yeah, I feel like this Capital bandana zip up patchwork hoodie does the trick. I love it. I wore it all the time in like on those cold days inside where I'd just be chilling inside. Basically as loungewear. I was wearing Capital as loungewear in March of 23, but I was loving it, man. It was fantastic. I'll probably be wearing it a lot I have worn it a lot in April, and you'll probably see it pop up again in the top 5 video for April, but I had to mention it as piece number 5 in today's video. For piece number 4, guys, we're going to mention one of my favorite undercover pieces. One of my probably my most worn undercover piece. This piece, every single time it gets cold, I chuck it on, I wear it to work. I loved it when I saw it in the lookbook. I loved it when I picked it up, and I still love it today. The love is just, it feels like it's going to be eternal with this piece. We have the undercover Marcus Akeson Fall Winter 21 work jacket. This features a nice little panel on the front left breast of Marcus Akeson's artwork, and then as we turn over to the back, a huge panel display of it on that back panel there. It's got a quilted interior. It'll keep you nice and cozy. I always break it out in autumn and winter for when I go to work, because I mean, I used to start really early in the morning at like 6 or 7 a.m, but I've pushed it a little bit back now, but it's still cold enough at that time period to wear that, and I usually come out of work at like 6 p.m, so the sun's down, it's chilly, it's an awesome time to wear it. And just because of my uniform dressing approach for work, where I just wear black pants, white shirt, black tie, this is just a nice easy piece that I can throw over on top of that, and it just works seamlessly with no issues. So yeah, one of my favorite pieces. A lot of people love to mention it and talk about it because of the artwork on the back of it. It's just an all-around awesome piece, and I love it, and I will continue to wear it for many years to come. And I wore it heaps in March on those cooler days, and had to mention it as piece number 4. At piece number 3, we have a Capital piece, which I didn't think I would get as much wear out of as I actually do. It is very much used as loungewear for me, or sometimes used as, I don't even know how to describe it, just as something to stir the pot when I head to a social gathering or something, just because it's such a funky and interesting piece. What we have is the Capital Country J-Wave Souvenir Cardigan. This piece is beautiful. It features a plant embroidered design down the arms. It features all the prominent surf spots of Japan on the back of it. The graphics are done in the style of like a souvenir jacket from the mid 20th century from Japan. It features this beautiful, I think individually dyed, because they're all different, gradient dye on the front of it, where it goes from like gold to green. It's just such a beautiful cardigan. It's such a unique piece. As I said, whenever I want to like stir a commotion at a social gathering and like bring out something that is like just so wacky and so weird but so interesting, I wear that. And I actually wore it to a mate of mine released his first album, and I went to the listening party and I wore that, and it was just really nice to wear that. Yeah, stirring up some fun at the listening party. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. But also on top of that, as much as I was just saying I love to wear it in social gatherings, I love just to lounge in it at home, because it's so big and oversized on me. It's just comfy. But like, you know, I can chuck on my my lack of color brimmed hat and wear that, and then it's suddenly elevated a lot more. It's like quite versatile with the wardrobe that I have built over the years, and yeah, I just love it, man. It's just a fantastic piece. I definitely wore it a lot in April as well, so don't be surprised if my so far capital loungewear wardrobe makes a reappearance for April's one. But yeah, it's a fantastic piece. Had to mention it as piece number 3. Okay, now from piece number 3 to 2, we go completely low key with piece number 2. It's a classic. There's, you know, it's been around for over 100 years now, I think. What we have at piece number 2 is just a simple, extra large Champion Grey reverse weave hoodie. Just easy. Nothing extravagant about it. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It's just a simple reverse weave hoodie. It's comfy. I love its fit. I actually really like it grabbing all the ribbing of it and turning it inwards, just to make it a bit shorter in both the arm length and overall length as well. And it's just a bit more cozier that way. I don't know if anyone else does that with their hoodies, but and in all honesty, it's only the reverse weaves that I do it. I just find it really cozy having it turned in, but maybe that's just me being weird, man. But it's just a fantastic piece. As I said, doesn't have to be glamorous. I wore it heaps in March as like loungewear at home. It's just iconic, fantastic, no complaints about it. Love my reverse weaves that I've picked up over the years. Still wear them to this day. I had to mention it and shout it out as piece number 2. Last but not least, we have it's a fun piece. It's always a fun one. People actually have forgotten about it. I remember this hoodie was like absolutely popping in like 2019 or something like that, and now I think a lot of people have forgotten about it, but I love bringing it out and it's a lot of fun. I'm just a bit wary to bring it out at like social occasions where we're drinking, because it's white and I would not want something spilled on it. What we have, of course, is the Capital Smile hoodie. So this is their iconic hoodie where it's like this dyed face on the front of it, and on its huge oversized drawstrings, it has the eyes of the face, 4 of them actually. So some people see it and think it's a Cactus Plant flea market one, but it's a Capital piece. The cotton on this thing, so soft. So soft, and that's one of the main reasons why I'll always come back to it, is that cotton. Very nice. It's like it's a French terry, from the top of my head. Yeah, not a cotton fleece. No pockets on it, unfortunately. I would have liked like the traditional Capital pockets, or at least Japanese style pockets, where in between the back and front panels of the piece they have the pockets there. But yeah, no pockets on this one, so it's kind of just like a hooded shirt in a lot of ways. Unfortunately, the hood is a bit small. Maybe it's just my huge ass head, but even looking at the shape of the overall garment, you can kind of see that the hood does look a bit like unnecessarily small for the piece. But yeah, again, I'd love Capital to go back to this piece, do a Capital country variation of it, increase the hood, add some pockets, maybe to change the back panel to a different material or something, or I don't know, spice up the oversized drawstrings in a way. But there's definitely some improvements I could think of to be made to this hoodie, but I just love it for its softness. I wore it as like a loungewear piece where I'd just be at home chilling in it. That one would probably make a reappearance in the April video as well. I wear a lot of my Capital pieces in autumn as just like loungewear pieces at home because, you know, it's colder, you don't get out as much. But yeah, no, I mean, I say that, but then there was those like 23 degrees days where I was literally just wearing like a Uniqlo oversized Airism tees. So, you know, it's a strange season in Australia. But yeah, well, that is all 5 pieces, guys. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on any of the pieces that I wore in March. Any that are your favorites, any that you own, any that you like or dislike. Let me know anything you have to say about those pieces down in the comment section below. Well, that's it all covered, guys. Those were my top 5 most, I shouldn't say most worn or favorite or anything like that, but they were just the ones that I wore a lot. I wore a lot in March and want to highlight them for you guys. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of them appear in April's as well, mainly because I use them as loungewear. I have actually noticed I'm not going out as much in April and March because it's getting cooler. But yeah, I mean, I suppose this is where I'll start having to looking at like all the leathers and the sports jackets that I've picked up over the years and start wearing those instead. Start, you know, switching up the wardrobe a little bit for that season. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. I mean, obviously it's going to be a very different season for the Northern Hemisphere for March. You know, what were you rocking? Probably the polar opposite, probably what I was wearing in spring summer. Let me know what you were rocking in March down in the comment section below. And of course, guys, if you want me to keep covering what I've been rocking every month, what my most commonly worn stuff is in that month, you got to give me the 3 indicators I always ask you for. You got to leave a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and the best indicator of them all, subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in previous, well, not even in previous uploads, in this upload, as mentioned in this upload, we're trying to hit a new subscriber milestone of 3,630 subs before the end of May. I'm not going to set it before the end of April because we've got less than 12 hours to do so. But yeah, thank you guys for 3625. Hopefully with your continuous support, we can reach 3630 before the end of the month. But that's all I got to say about these pieces, guys. I love talking about them, and I'd love to have a conversation with you about any of those pieces in the comment section below, or a conversation with you guys about what you were rocking as well. But until the next streetwear talk video, until the next drop list video, until the next top 5 video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.